Alright, welcome to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, man, so I've been waiting for this game for a hot second. And the excitement is just over fucking flowing. Like, alright, I ain't gonna get into all that. So first things first, man, let's talk about the hype. So this game has been being made for like what, 8 years? So the hype is definitely there. Definitely. So with that being said, what can I say about it? The hype is just overwhelming. But don't be confused, alright? Because this game is not meant for PS4 or the Xbox One. And when I say that, I mean the basic Xbox One and the basic PS4. So if you playing that shit on there, forget about it. Just hang that shit up, sell it, take it back, whatever. Now, I'm playing on the PS5. Obviously, it's a PS4 backwards compatibility, or whatever that bullshit is. But that shit, it played pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? It's fire. What can I say? And I'm loving it. And obviously on the PC, the shit is running crispy clean. And that brings me to my first gripe. I'm like, yo, why you gonna have it on the PC looking so nice and not come out with a PS5 and a Series X version? Like, you're just doing us wrong, man. But with that being said, the game is definitely next gen. So I went over how the base version is trash. Speaking of base version, obviously that's the base version playing on the PS4/PS5, and the load times are great, obviously. So aside from that, let's just talk about the obvious. And that comes in with the bugs. Man, I've seen so many bugs, but I'm still loving the game. And the first bug I came across was like 5 minutes in the game. Fucking someone's cell phone was floating in the air. I don't even know who it belonged to. It was just sitting there. So whatever, that's what it is. So obviously you can see playing in the background, a little bit of character customization. You know what I'm saying? It gets pretty detailed. It's not as detailed as some other games. That's another one of my gripes, because I'm a black dude and the voice just doesn't fit. Like, it's some gruffy ass backwoods country dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I told myself I wasn't gonna play these games as a female no more, because that shit just looked kind of weird, and I'm playing as a dude. So with that being said, you can see how the customization goes and all that other stuff. So I'm really hoping that they expand on this and fix all the bugs and stuff, and I think they will. But as you know how I do. These are my impressions right off the cusp, non-scripted. I got some notes, but I'm just going to ride off my excitement for this game. I got my drink, and we about to get it on. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, let's just get into the bugs, the playtime, all that good stuff. So with that being said, I guess the best way to say it is, how much fun have I been having? You can talk to my co-workers, man, and they'll tell you, I talk about this game like every day. This is what a next gen game should be, minus. And what I mean by minus is the thought process is there, the game is there, but then it's just all these bugs. It's just the little stuff, man. Like the floating cell phones. Like, I had a mission I was talking to this fixer, and she straight up waved her hands in the air, and her cell phone was floating. Like, come on, man, that's like little itty bitty shit. Now, grant you, with all the bugs the developers have been focusing on, they ain't been able to patch some of the glitches. Like this money glitch that's floating around, everybody is getting on that. It has to do with some mission, Space Oddity, and you get this painting and you can resell that shit over and over again. Now, I mean, depending on how many views I get, I might post on how to do that. Or you can just go to one of those well-established YouTube establishments, you know what I'm saying, and get it for yourself. So, that is what it is. I did have some crashes. And the crashes I had, I mean, I was playing like all day. You know what I'm saying? I got that quality time in, and it crashed like 3 times in like a 12-hour playthrough. So that was prior to the patch. So a patch just released last week. I think it was 1.04, some shit like that. So that's what it is. And let me see what else can I touch on. Oh yeah. Real quick before it gets to the gameplay, I just want to talk about what it is not. This is not a first-person shooter. It is by far an RPG that plays like a first-person shooter. So, with all that being said, let's get into the game. As you can see, you get 3 life paths to choose from: Corpo, Nomad, Street Kid. I chose the Street Kid because all the gameplay I've been seeing has been Nomad. And I saw a little bit of Corpo, plus my wife did the Corpo. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do Street Kid. And starts off like this, taking a shot. Next thing you know, you fix your broken nose. That shit's painful as fuck. But hey, that's the way it is. I'm not gonna try and get any spoilers on how the other paths go. Whatever. Just know that whateher path you choose, either way, it leads up to the heist. Which, does it come up? I don't know. But you do the heist, and then,
come on, spin it.
You know what happens with your boy Jackie. Sad to hear about that shit. But life happens. Now, Night City as a whole,
you don't joke about that stuff.
Great. I mean, you think about The Witcher with buildings,
man, woman, and rat
atmosphere.
Fucking shark.
It's just a on-fire game.
My bro jumped the joint. Deserve the hero's welcome.
I do wish it was a little bit more popular because you know it's a city. It's not The Witcher. You're not talking about wilderness and all that other bullshit.
Get wise, Pepe.
But I did hear on the PC version that you can change the population density. You don't get that setting on systems. Now maybe when the actual PS5 and the Series S version come out, they'll change that shit. But right now, they ain't doing none of that shit. So, this is one of the first missions I went across. As a street kid, this dude right here is a fucking buster. So, mind you, this is not a review. It's just my first impressions on how the game is. And pretty much, it's running pretty smooth. I can't wait till the PS5 version come out. Hopefully, not waiting too long. Hopefully it's like January, February. Because I'm really taking my time with this one. Because believe it or not, the story mode is, for lack of a better word, extremely short. And what I mean by that is if I did just all story mode, I could probably finish 15-20 hours easy. Right now, I'm just doing a bunch of side missions, the gigs, and whatever other shit pops up, because this shit takes a lot of time. Found a whole bunch of legendaries. Like I said, man, if I get enough views, I'll shoot out how to get those legendaries. I got the mono wire legendary for free. I got the Mantis Blades legendaries for free. Some legendary revolver. Some other legendaries I got. So you know what I'm saying? Just hit me up. put it in the comments. If you need to know how to get that shit, I send it to you.
got a good
But
homework. How was it?
more on the reason why this video is
Tell you
being made.
later. Got something
It's been
on
a
my
week
plate.
How about
since this game has been out. So I'm pretty sure all that shit I just said,
Marcus? Let's go.
y'all probably already figured it out. So, with that being said, what do I think of the game now? The patch, it did some justice. I mean,
Drop me off at Emory.
I still get a few bugs every now and then. I had a bug with a mission last night.
Back to the bar. Show me where to stop.
You heard it.
Some guy was twitching out or something, and then out of nowhere, I failed one of the quests, and I didn't do shit. So, whatever. It is what it is. But right now I'm sitting at level 15. Street cred is like 25. And that's because I do a whole bunch of side missions. And I mean, that's where the game really shines.
Get the fuck out of
The
here.
side missions,
Pull your boys
facial
up.
animations, like they really did a good
I'll
job.
give you
And
the
that's
Glen.
why
Done deal.
I'm sad to
No
see
more restless
my
nights.
boy Jackie,
See how generous I
like
can
how they
be.
did him. It was real dirty.
Well,
but-
Patty,
I mean, it is the way it
One
is.
more fucking word.
Obviously, you get the sidekick
Stay out of
of
this.
Johnny Silverhand,
And I don't know
which
you,
is
which
a
means
piece
you
of
are
shit,
around here
worthless.
and
He
capable
can't do
of even
shit.
less.
but he's in your head.
Well,
Somebody to talk
anything
to, I
else?
guess. Whatever.
It seems like conversation.
As you can see, you get a whole bunch of choices you can make, even the little shit like this. And I'm pretty sure
you neither.
this choice is gonna affect something in the long run. I don't know what it is, because I didn't get that far yet. I'm probably only about halfway done with the game. One reason I know that is because I got the official collector's guide strategy.
Take this piece of wonder tech for a
And
world.
I don't look at it for spoilers. I just look at it to see what my choices could be.
We're rich.
You see here,
Fire her up and call
this is part of the street kid mission, and this is where you first meet Jackie.
Looks like this will be a
I
cool
wish you could get this
breeze.
car. I think you can buy it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that far yet. But it doesn't end too well because your boy Jackie comes in, interrupts. Long story short, they become besties. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of drama and dialogue. And I think it's like 6 months,
Just biz.
and they become like
Feels mine.
best
What,
friends or something.
man? Never heard of
But-
thieves' honor? Finders keepers?
It is
I
what it
was
is.
first.
Listen.
At least
one or two
he
ways
had
to
your
do
back.
it.
You in shoot out,
Or fucked up. Either
He
way,
backs you up.
the ending's the same.
on to my next point.
Taking the car.
What are you doing?
Bullet sponges. I did notice in my first few minutes or whatever, enemies were kind of bunny sponges. But once you start racking up on the legendaries and start unlocking all your skill trees and all that shit, whoa. I'm talking popping heads off, popping limbs off. The shit gets real. But I don't really care about the bullet sponges thing because at the end of the day, it is an RPG. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it is. I do wish the option menu was a little bit better. And I hear what people saying, man, like going into your quest, it's just this long list of things to do. And most of the time that shit just pops out of nowhere. So you're like, what the fuck? But it is what it is. I mean, you choose what you want, whatever your poison is, and that's what happened. You see right here, this is kind of like their bonding moment on how they became best friends. You don't play none of this shit. It's just a long cutscene. And I think the first mission everyone's seen on the live wire shit, where you meet up with the Maelstrom and all that. But I mean, man, I'm looking real forward to how the game turns out. Like I said, minor bugs, menu issues,
Live, well, and kick in.
and
Sets regards.
once they fix that,
Consider my offer now.
it'll be cool. Do I believe this game will be Game of the Year? Oh yeah, definitely.
You short, sir.
Bang.
Bring it, cocksuckers.
It depends on what comes out this year. Now, if God of War comes out this year, Horizon, it's gonna have its work cut out for him. But that's it.